Let's welcome our next esteemed speaker for the day. We'd like to welcome Mr. Sunil Nair, the CEO of India Firework, onto the stage. Can we have a round of applause to welcome the gentleman? So he'll be addressing on the future of commerce is live. And it's already all set for the day, so let's welcome him to take it over.
So all those guys who are building startups out here, there's an opportunity. If you can build technology that works with in any conference, that's a billion-dollar solution. Okay, for a video-first company, our videos seem to have gone outside the screen. My apologies for that. We'll need to fix that at some point or the other. So my name is Sunil Nair. I head Firework in this part of the world. What I'm going to try to do is not pitch Firework to you. So yes, there is a lot of our logo out there and all that. I'm going to generally speak about what live stream commerce does for brands, marketplaces, e-commerce companies and all that. So live stream commerce as such is pretty large. I mean, it's probably not something that I can cover in about 15 minutes time that the organizers have given me. I'll stick to just one portion which we believe we are the experts on, and that basically is using live stream commerce within your owned and operated assets. So the subject is pretty evident. I mean, we've been talking about live stream in some way or the other, for live stream commerce in some way or the other for the last 5 years or so. And in every conference, we heard that it is the future. Well, China did something spectacular. They showed us that live stream commerce is out here. There's an influencer called Lipstick Guy, who sold about $3 billion worth of merchandise using live stream commerce. That kind of is the one incident that jolted everybody out to say that this is something which is mainstream, and it's already here. So we've evolved from Web 1. Couple of decades ago to the Web 2 to Web 3. And no, this is not crypto or metaverse or anything, that version of Web 3. Web 3 that we refer to is basically decentralized internet. The biggest proponent of decentralized internet probably is Shopify, which led the movement of saying that why should brands be working with aggregators? And why not have your own store? And Shopify became a valuable company, and that's probably the first place where we heard about decentralized e-commerce. And I think a lot of decentralized e-commerce, Web3, in the live stream commerce space gets confused. I mean, if you are depending upon walled gardens, apps to do commerce using live, then you're not really getting your first-party data. You're not getting enough amount of, you don't know your consumer. The consumer belongs to the platform and not to you. And that, I think, is something that gets left off a lot of times. In addition to that, what happens is you're not building your own store. So, I don't know how many of you D2C guys out here, the brands which are out here, are very happy about giving 35 or 40% of margin to an e-commerce aggregator instead of using it for better purposes, like better marketing campaigns, for example. So I'll look at, speak about social media ROI. there's a lot that has been said about how social media has really helped brands in India, but really if you look at it, it's about less than 2% throughput that you get using social media. Whereas the conversion rates, if you're sending the audience back to your own destination, is much larger. And it is in this context that a digital store becomes important. When you are sending, and there's a reason why I'm building this narrative up for you, is if you're sending audiences using swipeable media, and I'll define swipeable media for the younger folks as what happens on Tinder is swipeable media. For the ones who are slightly more older, what happens on Reels, or maybe that's not meant for the older audience either, but what happens on Reel? When you are spending a lot of money on campaigns that are running on any of the swipeable media campaigns, you're sending people back to your destination. What's happening out there is just text and images, not very engaging. Hence, what happens is you have exceedingly high bounce rate, you have retention is very low, the add to cart is really bad, and then the blame is normally on your media buyer, or the blame is on your marketing team because they're not doing the work. The experience for the next 10 years and the way we see is decentralized for sure, and a lot of it is also around immersive content. A lot of it is about brands telling stories about themselves to their audiences directly without having an intermediary in between. That means the scenario that I'm talking about is if you are a direct-to-consumer brand, you are supposed to tell the story directly on a daily basis to your audience, build a community, and harness that community over a period in time instead of doing campaigns which are just at some publication somewhere, which the click-through rates are diminishing. And that's where live streaming becomes an important part. There is a clothing brand in the US which is done a phenomenal job of using the community that they build around live stream commerce. What they basically have done is they have built an audience of women who come there on a daily basis to learn yoga. What has yoga got to do with activewear? Maybe something, but people come there to watch this content getting streamed on a daily basis using the correct experts. And what's happened is, while they are showing these brands, these videos, these live streams, they are also asking their audience to buy before a particular piece of clothing is available to the open market. And that is funding a lot of the build out that they're doing in terms of product development. And that's something which is something that we need to think about. In addition, if you look at the omni-channel touch points, what happens when you're doing live stream on your own website, live streaming on your website, the entire ecosystem can be tapped into it. So it's not just about bringing the audience to watch a live stream, but since the first-party data is with you, you basically can cover the entire journey of retargeting, if you want that, of ensuring that the add-to-cart ratios are higher because the storytelling is much higher. And if you look at the classic marketing model, the entire funnel of creating awareness going down to having the entire ability to sell right there is captured within live stream commerce. These are the brands globally which are using live stream commerce. Muji, for example, uses not influencers, but they use their store assistants. These are the shopping assistants in each of their stores who go live stream after shop hours and sell to an audience which looks at what is available at the Muji store. And two options. One is they block the item that they want to buy and go to the physical store and pick it up, or they just order online. So Muji is one example. Another one was Heinz, where This is a ketchup brand, low involvement brand, almost a commodity in that sense. But grocery giants are using this to engage. So Heinz did a Halloween live stream for 3 days around Halloween in the US, which were around what you could do with Heinz as a ketchup brand for Halloween makeup. I mean, that's where. And a couple of new SKUs were introduced at this point, and all of them sold out. If you look at what has been done by American Girl, this is Mattel. This again, it's a toy brand, and Livestream has helped out here in terms of great engagement that's happened. The conversations that have happened during the live stream, there is live chat that's happening during the live stream. That has helped them to redefine a lot of the product offerings that are going out into the market. And I can go on. Albertsons is the second largest grocery retailer in the world. Albertsons is using live stream commerce on their own apps and their websites. This basically is to help the millennial audience decide what they want to cook on a weekend. They basically are doing cook-alongs. They are doing live shows with chefs right through. And if you think this is a phenomenon that's happening only in China or Europe or the US, this is the situation in India. We are looking at between 4 and 5 million GMV over the next 2 years, 2 to 3 years, just coming out of India using live stream shopping. And this is not just dependent upon going to an app and saying that I'm going to do live stream out there. Because like I said earlier, if you're depending upon that as your strategy, then you're losing out on the audience. That audience that comes to an app, and if I were to name names, if you are depending upon Instagram Live for driving live stream commerce, you can't sell out there. And because you can't sell out there, the yield from there, someone needs to click and come to your website. Guess what happens? You get a yield of around 0.75. Whereas when you're bringing the audience to your own destination, they stay longer. I mean, it's as simple as that. And if you are building niche products, this becomes more important. I mean, if you're selling potato chips or cold drinks, then you can go to a mass audience and do whatever else that you want there, because even a 0.5% yield out there would mean quite a lot. But if you're doing niche products, this is where the future is. And in India, we are already seeing ITC do a live stream. I mean, this was an interesting one. They called it the Jugalbandi. You had live music and live cooking together happening at the same time. And this was one of the best examples, at least in terms of implementation that we saw, in terms of a 1.5 hour long live stream, almost 2 hour long live stream, where a lot of engagement happened, lots of questions got asked to the chef, a lot of requests to play a certain song to the artists who were involved. And we had Davidoff. I don't have a video out there for some reason, but Davidoff is a cigar brand. Typically, a cigar brand is not allowed to advertise on mainstream media, is not allowed. Most of the publishers, unless like you're a really small publisher, they don't want to work with you. They did live stream commerce by building a microsite where they sent a whole lot of traffic. And this was shot at the Taj Mahal Palace, involving the Taj. Helped this quite a lot, because Taj also provided their chefs and their sommeliers and all of that. So it was Davidoff Cigars saying that, okay, this is what you need to do. If you are somebody who appreciates cigars, this is the wine that goes along with it. Phenomenal success out here. The last one that I have is Sugar, which is beginning to use shoppable videos and live stream commerce. And this is again something which is working. So it's not that live stream commerce on your own destinations is something which is another 2 years away. It is right here and it's happening. And just explore what you can do. I mean, my suggestion is a lot of us guys try to look at other parts of the world in what is being done. Look at what's happening, already in India, and I think that's what I want to leave you guys with. So I'll stop here. I think I took about 12 minutes. Yeah, Priyam? Okay, he's got no idea. So I'll stop here. Wayne, what we basically saying, and this is basically my pitch and justifying my salary. Firework connects people to brands. We help brands bring human emotions to their own apps and websites. And one last thing is that we raised 150 million from SoftBank. That makes us the largest e-commerce enabler, largest shoppable video live stream commerce company in the world. Talk to us. We got our entire team. We got a booth out there in the marketplace. The entire team is out here. Say hello, guys. Yeah, that's the team. You can ask them. They know much more than what I know about this entire thing. But these are the guys who are implementing, and this is where you can reach me. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Hi, this is Kavan, and I'm from Hellcat. We are a kids clothing brand. So as you were telling in Instagram, it is like a 2 or 3 step process to, like, what do you say, see the video, then purchase the product by coming to your site. So here you were telling that directly we have to, like, we can bring the customer to our place where they can place the order directly. So since social media is a place where there are a lot of people, we can bring in traffic from that. So if it is our channel, so how do we bring in the traffic?
So honestly, I mean, normally a question like this is answered by me by asking you a question. Be honest, what is the yield that you get when you take so much amount of effort on any of the walled gardens? You know, my experience, and I've honestly, I've lost all my hair in the last 30 years on this, but you know, my experience is 0.25 to 0.5% for all the heavy lifting that you do out there. Like, if you were to instead take all that energy and put on your own destination, you know, whether it's a Shopify store or any destination that you've built, you will realize that, you know, magic is not going to happen. I'm not saying that you put a live stream on your thing and next day morning, the live stream, whoever is the influencer that you're using or your own, you're going live, comes out of the screen, slaps the consumer, makes him click the ad to, no, that won't happen. Let's be honest. But over a period, third time, fourth time, you'll realize the people who are spending time on live stream, on your live stream, is very high. Second question that I'd like to ask, when was the last time somebody spent 5 minutes on your brand? Instagram, 4 seconds is what they spend, right? Does that answer the question? You can tell me it doesn't, and I'll try to you know, be a little bit more elaborate on that.
That is true.
Yes?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, hi. I have a question. Hi, Sunil, Vikas here from Social Beat. We run a digital agency. My question really was around the creators and the creators that probably feed a lot of this live stream. One challenge we've often seen is that brands often want the brand to be perceived in a certain way. But when you start doing this at scale, how do you tackle that with maybe hundreds of creators trying to do this maybe 24/7 at some point? How do you tackle the quality of that content which adheres to the brand as well?
So it's the same logic that you use to control the quality if you are working with one influencer or creator and all of that. If you're going the user-generated way, I don't have a solution for you. There you need to put up a moderation team and manage everything. But if you want to do, say, 10 live streams a day, and that's a lot. Don't try doing that. But if you do 10 live streams a day, what you would have is a team that would, your marketing team can sit and moderate. Everything that goes out there, it's under your control. Like, as opposed to somebody putting some random video on some social media platform which has got your brand and then you scramble to take it down. This is a more controlled environment.
Yeah, hi. This is Sushil Kumar. I'm the co-founder of MPF Style Club. It's a personalized lifestyle solution company. My question to you is that while I can see your platform is being used to video to products, so how has been your experience with the custom products where a certain degree of customization is involved? Any particular use cases across the globe that you guys have deployed you can share with us?
So I didn't get your question completely. So are you asking whether we customize the product for you or?
No, what I see the products that you're offering is direct add to cart and close. But if there are any products which require certain degree of customization, how this platform, how the experience has been for you guys, converting video to products, add to cart, for a customized product.
It's almost the same. I mean, there is a little bit of effort that is required in there, and I can take this question offline before they kick me out. So meet me outside and I'll explain this to you. Yeah? I think that's it. Thanks a lot, guys, for your patience. Thank you.
Now I request Ms. Charhu Lamha to kindly join us on the stage, the Deputy Editor of Indian Retail, to join us in honoring Mr. Sunil. Thank you so much, Mr. Sunil, for your valuable time.